We just want our respect.
Don't be.
That's why I don't never say nothing about nobody that I wouldn't say when the opportunity presents itself that I wouldn't say to their face. You know what I'm saying? Because I always remember anything that you say behind somebody is gonna come out.
I'm gonna tell you exactly what I know. I don't know the dude that well. I mean, they said that about him, but in my presence, he carried himself like a man. He was consistent with his character. That's what I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you exactly what I know. I don't know the dude, but the dude that said it about him every time they around each other, he respect him. He greet him, because how I was raised, if I got a problem with you, I'm gonna tell you. I ain't gonna tell him, and I don't fuck with OG, but the moment I see OG, I greet him as though he a man. Hey, OG, how you doing? Woo, woo. So now I need to look at your character. Now I thought you said you don't fuck with the dude. But I saw you break your neck to go out your way to speak to him. I'm gonna deal with the harsh reality, man.
Boy, you know how many motherfuckers I know like that. I'm telling you, man, some fake ass motherfuckers in this world.
I don't even worry about them. I worry about me. Like, how am I conducting myself? Like I said, the mouth will say anything. Do I live by who I say I am today? Do I stand up to that character? If I say I'm a gentleman, despite if I'm in my feelings, do I still conduct myself as a gentleman? If I say I ain't a liar, am I willing to tell you the truth despite the outcome? Or am I willing to lie to you because I want something from you? And I'm afraid if I tell you the truth, I might not get what I want. So if I meet a bad female and I know I don't want no girl, am I going to be real with her? Or am I going to play the game to get what I want? I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to tell her the honest God truth at this particular moment in my life, man. I'm not mentally prepared to be in no relationship, man. I'm just now learning myself. How do you share half a person? The inconsistency of me learning myself and growing up ain't going to allow me to fully appreciate you. That's just not reality. And if she choose to engage, at least she know what she dealing with, man. And that ain't for her, this for me. This about me being a man, growing up, learning how to be a man, man. I ain't doing no lying today, man. Good, bad, and different, man. I try to conduct myself in a respectable manner and show empathy for the next man, man. Like, I don't know what you're going through. I don't know what's on your heart. I don't know if OG going through something, so when I see him, I'm going to greet him. And if he going through something, I'm going to say, man, you know, I hold your head, baby. I'm here for you, you know, you need me. That's just how it goes, man. I mean, I just don't like liars, man. Especially when you ain't got no reason to lie. But we dealing with a generation now, man, that if a person say something about you, man, it's law. It's law. And it might not even be a credible source. It's law.
That's what I thought. I agree.
So that's where I'm at with this process, man.
Can I get you to touch back on the idea of what does it mean? Like, because when what was being shared was more like he kept dealing with somebody that was aggravating him because of the forgiveness aspect of it. And to me, I feel like, can you not forgive somebody and still not deal with them because you want to protect yourself, your sanity?
I mean, forgiveness don't have nothing to do with dealing with someone.
Okay.
You feel me? I mean, there's a lot of people that I forgave that I don't deal with on a personal level. You know, forgiveness is understanding. You know what I'm saying? Forgiveness is more, for me personally, is understand that people do things. You know, forgiveness is a freedom for myself. I'm having resentment towards a person, right, that moved on with their life. So I'm mad, I'm angry, I'm upset, I'm resentful. Resentment kills, man. You know, we wonder why we got high blood pressure and all these other issues. I'm harboring hate about something that happened 20 years ago, man. Forgiveness is me freeing myself. No, because I forgave you don't mean I have to deal with you on a personal note. If you steal from me, I might forgive you for stealing. Don't mean I'm gonna let you back in my house to steal something else.
I didn't pay the reporter.
But do I have to harvest some hate? We talking about act of addiction, man. I did a lot of things. And then on a different note, you go also ask yourself this. Do you want to be forgiven?
Sure if I should
You gotta get the
flat
same
or
person, the same courtesy that you want to receive.
Just like you can tell me what's
Do I want my kids to forgive me that I made an impulsive decision to take someone's life and go to prison for 18 years and leave them out here to fend for themselves? I want them to forgive me, but I don't want to forget a mother for not doing it big with me the way I think she should get it. She should have did it with me. That ain't how it go, man.
You want honesty?
You know, we talking about compassion, man. We talking about understanding, man. You
I'm
know,
worried about this planet.
freedom,
So
forgiveness. When you don't forgive a person, that puts you in prison.
There's resources up at the
It don't imprison them.
Sounds
It imprison
crazy.
you.
I know. Which is why I
You
haven't
constantly
told you.
reliving a situation that happened 20 years ago. Bondage, man.
Well, the same 3
You
billionaires
talking about
that everyone
bondage,
knows.
mental bondage, man.
Black billionaire doing this is a whole.
It ain't gonna change. You feel me?
Scientists I needed to
So when I forgive a person, I give myself permission to live, man.
limited. There's overpopulation.
I don't
I'm on a high. Don't bring me down.
harbor hate towards individuals, man. Hurt people, man. I turned around and perpetrated the same behavior that I despise. I said I would never do this, I would never do that, I would never do this. And in all actuality, I turned around and perpetrated the same behavior. Now I want you to forgive me. You feel me? I mean, we talking about just, man, understanding and growing up and maturing, man. Life is too short for me to be harboring hate towards someone, man. I just don't got time for it, man. I really don't, man.
Fallon, I know you can do this.
Jesus, but come on.
I've been aware of how special you are.
I just don't got time, man. I'm talking about like, if, you know, from a spiritual aspect, God forgave me on numerous occasions, man. I violated every commandment you could think of. And I could sit here and talk about it, man. And then on top of that, man, you know, learning to be grateful, man. You know, how can I not forgive a motherfucker, man? The dudes that shot me, I forget them dudes, man. And the reason I forget them dudes because I understand, man, we was engaged in a game of ignorance, man. It wasn't a game of true consciousness, man. It was a game of ignorance, man. If I ran into them dudes today, man, the dudes that killed my friend, man, I had vowed, I took a vow, man, to revenge him at all costs. Today I forget them dudes because I understand what they suffer from. I suffer from the same level of ignorance, man. Today I'm just a little more sharper than I used to be because I take the time to educate myself on a different aspect so I don't harbor that hate in my heart, man. That shit was a level of freedom, you know, that I never thought I could possess, man. Living life, waking up, not angry, not mad, not feeling entitled, you know, because I'm not willing to let go some shit that happened to me at 8 years old. I'm harboring hate 40 years later. Come on, what type of life is that, man? What type of life is that, man? No. Especially as a man, I say I'm a man. A man today, in my perspective, is a little more empathetic, man. He's compassionate. That shit my uncles taught me, men don't cry. That's bullshit. A lot of that misinformed information that we collected, that shit wasn't ever my shit. That shit was, I inherited that shit. You know what I'm saying? I love my grandmother to death. But if she was alive today, that shit she taught me ain't applicable today. That shit don't apply. We talking about, man, my own beliefs. Creating a whole new system of core beliefs for yourself. You know, don't duck nothing. You a man. Somebody challenges you, you step up. Man, I'm ducking today. I'm ducking today. I'm ducking, man. I'm ducking, man. My freedom is on the line, man. I'm ducking, man. I engaged in what, man? Back to prison?
Really?
Because you abused the ego that's not even predicated off real life situations, man. You offended the ego?
I don't care about
You put your hands on me, man. You're entitled to your opinion, and even if I whoop your motherfucking ass, is it gonna change your opinion?
If you were okay, then
So, you know, today, man, I'm ducking, man. Today I bow out gracefully, man. Every challenge ain't to be met, man.
I thought it was.
Every challenge ain't to be met, man. I bow out gracefully, man. I'm gonna tell my grandbaby.
ugly cries the best
Dude
sometimes.
in Walmart challenged me. I had to handle that business. So the business of representing the core belief of my family is no longer 90% of them dead,
Get that thought out of your head right now.
or the new generation
And he would say to you again, even with
that's
the mouth.
just now starting to live. What's more important? Save face for the dead
We have to go somewhere.
or save my ass for the
So
living?
you want to send a rocket
It's
into
more
space?
important, man.
Yes, and I want to build it so.
Now I'm gonna go back to prison, visit my grandbaby on a screen, and explain to her
Which your ex-wife obviously
why I'm in
told
prison.
you was my company's focus, not very
Because I decided to save
Man,
face.
you want fair and square.
That goofy shit you got me fucked up. No, I had myself
It's
fucked
not
up.
a game to me.
You know, the fact that I was that fragile, you know, to allow a motherfucking never grown man to challenge me verbally about who I say I am.
I got that. If anyone can do this, it's
You say you a man,
Besides,
but if I say you
someone
ain't a
needs to
man,
shut
you
Elon
willing
Musk
to
up.
prove it right here in Walmart?
Hey, why don't you join me?
In a parking lot, you gonna duke it out?
Hands are better than one.
Come on, man.
Thanks.
That shit don't, man. I'm talking about there's so much, there's so many different
You do.
mental faculties that a motherfucker had to
Funding.
You're gonna hear a lot of no.
deal with to grow up, man. The day that shit don't even mean nothing to me, man. Like your personal opinion of me don't validate me today, man. That shit don't mean nothing. It don't.
Actually,
We just talking about the honest God truth, man. That shit don't mean nothing, man.
put something away.
And if it do, then I need to evaluate myself. I need to ask myself, why am I so motherfucking weak that your opinion of me count more than my own?
Now I take a shower. Never speak of the time.
Living life is good.
Beautiful. Fucking beautiful.
I get to tell my grandbaby, not on a TV screen, in
Beautiful.
person.
I never thought that I'd be able to do this right here.
Mr. Jones,
Sit down
package for me was delivered.
and enjoy the comfort of a couch. Just sit down. Just, whoa, hey, cross my legs and say, woo, shit, day over, baby. I always felt the need to be engaged in something. I ain't go to sleep, I fell asleep, man.
5 to 7 years.
That's sad, man. I ran so hard, man. When they incarcerated me, they saved me, man. They saved me from myself, man. Today I can come in here on a Friday night, 10 o'clock. I ain't prepping to go chase nothing. Relax, you feel me? It's raining. I'd have been out in the rain. Hunting, man. Not even contemplating the ripple effect of my own behavior. Hunting, man. In the wee hours of the night. Looking for instant gratification because at the end of the day I feel low about myself. I'm looking for something to ravish.
Hang on, that'll take a second.
Oh, not today, babe.
Mitchell, talk
I had a beautiful day.
What? Indicted?
I ain't had no encounters with the law. They rolled by, I waved.
Multiple times.
Yeah, man. That wasn't my story. I'm police friendly today. Understand is a need. That's what I mean. Like, I was so ignorant, I didn't even understand the need for the law, man. You know, fuck the police. But who can protect my mother when I ain't there?
As protected parkland.
Period.
I'm so sorry.
The homie?
Maybe we
Talking about the one that's running around here smoked out?
So you'll find
Sleep in his car?
You'll build
He gonna protect it?
Location is everything.
Motherfucker ain't sent me $20 since I've been locked up the whole 18 years. That thing got caught up in this. I had a homie, man, thoroughbred, cold-blooded man, so-called man, anywhere in the hood, bang that gun. I called home one day and his mother was like, I can't wait till you come on. I'm like, what's wrong, Mom? And she was like, they whooped him. I'm like, who whooped him? How you go from a big homie in the hood to getting whooped by kids in the hood? They whooped him, chased him off the block, kicked him all in the ass and everything. God damn, man.
Raymond was obsessed with us learning survival skills.
Ghetto
We
pass.
got out America does that thing.
Wasn't the ghetto pass wasn't revoked, he revoked it himself. You don't get to come out here and diminish who you are based off your actions, man, and still think you hold a clout. That ain't how it
I
goes.
can't believe I missed his funeral.
He was a victim of his own behavior, man. You don't get to dictate the rules of engagement, man. I ain't got no business out there right now that 48 years old hanging with no youngsters on no camera that's 22, 23, and 24.
I guess I just didn't want to face the fact that you were struggling. It's okay. I need
I don't got no business out there, man.
Can I have
Under no circumstances, man. I'm talking about right now, who can honestly say they content with their current condition, man?
Not me. That's why I'm here. That's why I come back.
You want to hear a lie? I tell you.
Well, you was relaxing.
You was
All right,
back in
thanks for that. Thanks for that.
Business call.
My mentality when I do start to be like, damn, this is a lot, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, you know, that's what it's supposed to feel like. Like, this shit ain't supposed to feel, you know, comfortable. It's supposed to be uncomfortable. It's supposed to stretch you. It's supposed to be a burden to a degree.
We just want our respect. Don't be chirping me after this.